of my Fit in 15 challenge. Today's workout is a 15-minute lower body strength workout. We're going to be using dumbbells. Since the workout is only 15 minutes long and we will not be repeating any of the exercises other than to do them on the right side and the left side, I'm going to suggest that you use a little bit heavier dumbbells than you might normally use if you were doing the workout in a circuit format where you would be repeating exercises. I'm going to be using 15-pound dumbbells. That's pretty heavy for me, but you choose what is appropriate for you. And go ahead and grab those dumbbells, get your music going if you enjoy listening to music during your workouts. And grab one lighter dumbbell as well for the last 4 exercises we're going to do. I have an 8-pound dumbbell for reference. We're going to be working in 45-second work blocks, and we'll have 15 seconds in between exercises to safely transition and get ourselves ready for the following exercise. Pick up your dumbbells. I'm going to get our timer started, and we're going to begin with a weighted farmer walk march, the length of our mat. So shoulders down and back in their sockets, dumbbells down by your side. And once you get to the opposite end of your mat, don't turn around. We're going to walk backwards. So this first move is a warm-up move, but I do want you to concentrate on squeezing your glutes, firing up your core. Whoops, make sure that you're not running into anything. And then doing your best to stabilize here, not letting one arm drop down or pull up as you lift your knees. All right, so our second move is going to be a deadlift. So a hinge at the hips, and I want you to think butt lengthening back, chest lengthening forward. So tracing down the shins and then hugging the buns under. As if you had a tail, it would be between your legs when I say hugging the buns under. And then only lowering those dumbbells as low as you can keep your collarbones spread wide. And then put your mind in the muscle. So before you start to come up, start to squeeze your buns and think about those hamstrings that are lifting you back up. So this is a hinge, not a squat, right? We want to think like a door hinge. All right, now we're going to come into a squat. So go ahead and rack those dumbbells at your shoulder height. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. And then I want you to think about pulling that mat apart with your feet at the bottom of the squat before you come up to really turn your glutes on. So when we front rack the dumbbells, our core has to work extra hard to stabilize us, to lift us. Press into the heels, pull the feet apart to come up. And if you picked up really heavy dumbbells and you're feeling like they're too heavy, swap them out and vice versa. All right, now we're going to come to a nice wide stance, and we're going to bend into our right knee, and we're going to pulse into a lateral squat on that right side. So it's almost like a combination of a hinge and a squat. So it's just a little pulse, really squeezing into that glute and hamstring, keeping your chest proud, collarbones spread wide. Really sitting back into that heel, sticking the right glute back. And if you ever need to put the dumbbells down for a little break. Ooh, that's a long 45 seconds. All right, come up, shake it out, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna sit way back into that left heel. The right leg is gonna stay straight, and we're gonna pulse it. So squeezing the glute and pressing into the heel to pulse. So we're stretching the inside, the inner thigh on the right leg, and we're working the glute, hamstring, quad on the left. You could also bring the dumbbells up to your shoulders if you feel like your core is, or you're getting pulled forward with those dumbbells. Whew, okay, we're gonna do a single side deadlift now. So my right leg is grounded. You can measure where the left toe should be by bringing that left foot in line with the right heel, shoulders down and back, trace down the right leg, squeeze the right glute, tuck the tail under to come up. So if you want to make this more difficult, you can lift the left leg off of the mat and come into a balancing single leg deadlift. So the muscles that should really be talking to you right now are the right hamstring and the right glute. Exhaling to come up and inhaling as you lower with control. Okay, we're gonna stay with the workload on this right leg. We're gonna step back with the left into a lunge, and then we're gonna add a front kick with that left leg. If the kick is too much, you're just going to lunge. So step back, lunge, front kick. Step back, lunge, front kick. So a lot of load on that right leg after the single side deadlift. And now the lunge. The lunge does work more into the quad, but we're still squeezing both glutes to come up. And initiate the kick if you're doing it with your knee, and then the sole of the foot. Okay, shake it out, put the dumbbells down for a second if you need. Single side deadlift on the left. So I'm going to measure with my right foot where it needs to be, and then catch my breath for a second here. I don't know about you, but these compound moves with the dumbbells really get the heart rate up. So hopefully in the days when you aren't doing this workout program, you're getting in some good walking, running, hiking, some vitamin D, doing all those things outside. Okay, the load is gonna stay in that left leg. We're gonna step the right leg back this time, and it's the right leg that's gonna do the front kick. So that left leg has to work hard not only to bring us up out of the lunge, it's that left glute that's bringing us up out of the lunge. It also has to stabilize us in that front kick when we're balancing on that one leg. So keep those shoulders down and back in their sockets. They have a tendency to want to round forward. Our core is really working here to stabilize us. Whew, lost my balance. Happens to the best of us. Okay, now we're gonna come into an alternating curtsy lunge, and we're gonna make it a little bit more difficult by staying low the entire time. So I'm gonna start by stepping my right knee behind my left ankle. I'm gonna stay low in a squat as my feet come together, and then I'm gonna step back into that curtsy. Just added time under tension. When you don't have a lot of time, you have to work a little bit smarter, a little bit more compound, a little bit more multitasking. And if at any time you need to come up out of this, you come up out of it. Glutes and inner thighs are on fire. All right, we have one more standing exercise. We're gonna come into a plie, and we're gonna hold it down in a pulse, and we're gonna lift our heels one at a time. Gosh, guys, I am breathing hard. So pulsing it, and then lifting one heel, lifting the other. Remember, in a plie, tail is tucked under, so tailbone is tucked under. If you had a tail, it would be between your legs. Pressing through the pinky edge of each foot to keep the knees out and not collapsing in. It's a lot of inner thigh work and glute work after those curtsy lunges. Like I said, we're gonna come down on the mat after this for a little bit more glute work and some core work combined. Keep that chest proud. So this is where I am gonna put these dumbbells away, and I'm gonna grab that 8-pound dumbbell, and I'm gonna bring it behind my right knee, and we're gonna come into a bird dog donkey kick combo. So you're pressing that right heel up to the ceiling, and then drawing the knee and elbow together, inhaling and exhaling to squeeze. Really feeling that hamstring and glute. So you're driving that right heel back towards your glute. And if you feel like the dumbbell is too much here, you can always do this without a dumbbell. I don't know about you, but my arms are really happy not to be holding those 15-pound dumbbells. Okay, so now we're gonna take this out to the side. Keep the dumbbell behind the right leg. Bring your left hand behind your left ear, elbow out to the side. We're gonna open into a hydrant, and then we're gonna crunch it into center. Hydrant, lifting the knee in line with the hip, and then opening the elbow out to the side. So again, if the dumbbell is too much, you can do this without the dumbbell. And then controlling the descent as much as you control the lift. Okay, other side, last two exercises. So the dumbbell becomes behind the left hip, and we're gonna do the bird dog donkey kick. So extend the right arm, bicep in line with the ear, press the left heel up to the ceiling, and then tuck around and curl. Keep that right or left arm directly underneath the left shoulder. And we're not opening up to one side or the other. We're really firing those deep core muscles. Again, tailbone is tucked here. That imaginary tail would be between your legs. final move. It's gonna be the hydrant. So, left palm is under left shoulder, right hand behind the right ear, elbow bent, draw the shoulders down and back, and we're gonna lift the left knee out to the side and then bring it in. Put your mind in that outer glute. Squeeze it to lift, and it's okay if the knee doesn't lift as high as your hip. We're working on strengthening and some mobility here. And then gaze out a little bit beyond the edge of your mat. Inhaling to open, exhaling to close. All right, guys. Shake it out. Take a nice deep inhale of all this good stuff you did today with your weights on your mat. And exhale any bad feelings that you might have been having before you stepped onto the mat. I will see you back here on Wednesday for our 15-minute body weight HIIT cardio. And since this workout was lower body focused, we'll be working in some upper body moves into that HIIT cardio. Stay safe, take good care, friends. I will see you soon.